and see how it goes on. Let's return to the game. Oh, sorry for that. So, I hear some Zerg. What was that Zerg? I did hear some Zerg. I hear it again. Oh, there we go, Zerging is actually destroying those destructible rocks and allowing Meat to get into a safe path right inside Apollo's base, and I'm really disappointed that it is impossible to do anything besides this big square of that allows me to select units, because as you know in other games I was simply able to use mouse to make those arrows and stuff and cool things. But anyway, it's the only bad thing about this, you know, replay, whatever it's called. I do not really know what I wanted to say. And meanwhile, as you can see, there is a single medevac, and actually I'm pretty sure I missed a very important action, as right now I'm pretty sure that Apollo did harass his opponent, and now he's continuing to harass him as he's taking out a second extractor, and I'm very sure that he did it before, because there were indeed two extractors, Hydros, coming in trying to scare off the medevac, and while they did scare it off, still the damage has been done, and this medevac really proved to be valuable. And right now, as you can see, there's no drone gathering from those resources, and I do see that harvests are equally the same for both players, but actually Apollo has got much bigger income, but this might be simply caused by the mules. No, there are not too many mules as well, and there we go, another action missed. Actually, I should have missed that one action, but I do believe that there was not that much missed. So I am simply too scared that I'm keep missing stuff. Well, because obviously I am, but right now, as you can see, Meat has destroyed those destructible rocks, and there we go, a first battle, and it seems like those guys are getting steamed, and those fighters do not stand a chance against this kind of fight. They're trying to run away and deal some damage to the space, but they are getting cornered by those armies, and they are being torn apart by this huge amount of Terran units. And now a message to all those players that are actually good in StarCraft 2 and are watching my videocast, face palming to the max, watching how I miss all the action and stuff. Well, I'm sorry guys, this is my first try, so please be gentle with your opinions for now. After I make, I don't know, 3 or 4 of that, you can flame me to death, I will be okay, but for the first time, please be as gentle as possible, because I'm still learning the ways of a StarCraft 2 videocaster. I see that somebody did capture the Zelnaga watchtower, and this was Meat, and this is going to give him a very nice line of sight. He's also capturing the second one, so he will be aware of any incoming attacks. Here we go, a single Banshee actually going in, trying to deal some damage, but it got scared by the Spore Crawler, which can indeed deal a very decent amount of damage. But there we go, Banshee quickly intercepted by those Hydros that got it down very quickly with their second damage upgrade. Now they deal 14 damage, which is really high. So as you can see, it seems like Meat really doesn't want to have those rocks everywhere. He's simply destroying them all the way, and he really doesn't like the nature. Probably he got bad marks from geology. Oh well, that's nothing to be ashamed of. I got bad marks as well. So anyway, as you can see, those players are right now simply trying to, you know, get the army massed up, and as you can see, there is a really nice blow of Hydros closing in into the Apollo's base. But as you can see, this Viking is really doing its bad job, picking up those lonely units, trying to kill as many of them as possible. And with the APM count, we can see that Apollo is really doing a nice job with an average of 137. And this is really a nice amount of APM that you want to have during the game. I mean, my average is only around 60, which is pretty pathetic, I know. Anyway, but still, watching Meat, he can also do with the 80, which is, let's say it is not bad. You can do pretty fine with 80 if you, of course, can get it much higher during those big battles. And as you can see, Meat has actually gone for Bailing Nest that I have missed somewhere. Yeah, there we go. A Bailing Nest with the upgrade coming, which will make those Bailings much faster. And those Bailings are indeed going to be a very powerful counter against all those Terran units that are squishy as possible. And well, they do have their shield upgrade, which gives them additional 10 HP, which is a lot, but still they are pretty vulnerable to those Bailings if they can be used in a good way. Right now Apollo is going to push in. I believe he's got some Vikings into the Grand mode. those are not Vikings, those are murders, but they do see, but they do look pretty similar. At least that's what I think, and now it seems like this single cryptomer is going to get down. It is very crucial that you use those cryptomers as Zerg, because it is really nice to make those highway of creep all around the map. And right now, as you can see, this is kind of going on. Apollo is aware of those bannings, and there we go, first important battle going on. Seems like Apollo is trying to back off. He's losing a lot of Marines. Let's have a quick look at those stats. And as you can see, now he's trying to get the powerful Zerg Armada. Wow, this is a huge battle. And now he's trying to back off once again. He's steaming his units in order to be much faster than the opponent. And now, oh my, this is such a slaughterhouse right now for Apollo. Zerg units continue the pursuit, trying to do as much damage as possible. Now Apollo is trying to, micro his unit a little bit more and deal some damage. Now he was just enough to scare off this army. No, he was not. There we see again this army coming in, trying to do the best and actually deal some damage. And I'm scoring way too fast. I need to make it a little bit better, but as you say, bear with me when I tried this for the first time. So there we go. Actually, Apollo did manage to scare off this huge, ginormous Zerg army with his medevacs that really proved useful, and are right now killing those teamed up, dragged soldiers. You always want to drag your soldiers in order to be effective. And as you can see, Apollo is actually grabbing the high yield expansion, and he's also getting the planetary forces in order to protect it. It is not going to be enough to protect it against that many Zerg units. It is also it might be just enough to protect it if it is also going to be, guarded by those ground units from Apollo. And it seems like he's aware of this problem, or is he simply going to by accident? Well, now he might think that it is suspicious that the opponent is so close. Can he see it? No, he cannot see it, so he does not suspect anything at the moment. At least I think he does not. And let's have a quick look which army is bigger. Well, with those medevacs, I'm pretty afraid of who can win this fight. Well, but Apollo has a lot of upgrades on his own as well, which is giving him a lot of advantage. And those Zerg units are not firing well. Now they are trying to, but a lot